Hey y'all, Billy Thompson here. If you're looking to fix up your truck, figure out what that weird noise is, or just learn a thing or two about keeping your car running right, you've come to the right place. I keep it simple, straight up, and hands-on. Go ahead and give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And let's get to work. Enough jawing, let's dive in.
Fault code P0724 sounds like torque converter, a brake switch, a B, a high circuit. Often, in OBD2 scanner software, the name may have the English spelling, torque converter, a brake switch, a B, a circuit high. Technical description and decoding of error P0724. Diagnostic code P0724 is set when the powertrain control module, PCM, has detected a high signal level in a particular torque converter circuit. This code only applies to vehicles equipped with an automatic transmission. Most OBD-II-equipped vehicles are controlled by a transmission controller that is integrated into the PCM. Other vehicles use a standalone transmission control module. This communicates with the PCM and other controllers via the Controller Area Network, CAN. The torque converter is a type of hydraulic clutch that connects the engine to the transmission. When the vehicle is moving, the torque converter allows torque to be transmitted to the transmission's input shaft. When the car is stopped, the torque converter absorbs the engine's torque using a sophisticated wet clutch system. This allows the engine to deactivate without stopping. In lockup mode, the torque converter clutch, TCC, is gradually limited. This gradual limitation of the clutch is called the torque converter lockup percentage. The operating system contributes to fuel economy and optimum engine performance. The torque converter lockup must be deactivated before the engine speed has dropped to a certain level, and definitely before the car has come to a standstill at idling speed. Otherwise, the engine will undoubtedly stall. One of the specific signals that the PCM uses when the torque converter lockup is deactivated is when the brake pedal is pressed. When the brake pedal is pressed, the brake lever causes the contacts in the brake switch to close. This closes one or more circuits. When these circuits close, the brake lights illuminate. A signal is then sent to the PCM. This signal tells the PCM that the brake pedal is depressed and the torque converter lock solenoid should be deactivated. Code P0724 refers to a high signal level in one of these brake switching circuits. It can also manifest itself as the check engine control lamp on the control panel will light up. The code will be stored as a fault. The torque converter clutch, TCC, does not work. The brake lights do not come on. The transmission is stuck in gear. The gear change is rough. Reduced engine power. Increased fuel consumption. Problems with engaging and disengaging the torque converter lockup clutch. Error P0724 is quite serious as damage to the internal gears can occur if the TCC lock does not operate for a prolonged period. Most models are designed so that the PCM deactivates the TCC lock when this code occurs, and it will put the transmission control system into an emergency operating mode. Causes of the error. The code P0724 could mean that one or more of the following problems have occurred: a faulty brake switch. The brake switch is incorrectly adjusted. The brake switch wiring harness is broken or short-circuited. Bad electrical connection in the brake switch circuit. Blown fuse or blown fuse link. In rare cases, the PCM or MTC malfunction. How to eliminate or clear fault. Code P0724. Some suggested steps for troubleshooting and correcting error. Code P0724. Check the fuses in the system with the brake pedal depressed. Inspect the connectors as well as the wiring harness. Check that the brake light works with the brake pedal. If the brake lights do not work, replace or adjust the brake switch. If necessary, flash or replace the PCM or TCM. Diagnosing and solving problems. Before starting the P0724 troubleshooting process, you should study the Technical Service Bulletins, TSB, for your particular vehicle. In some cases, this can save a lot of time by pointing you in the right direction. You should then carry out a detailed visual inspection to check the state of the wiring for obvious faults. Check the connectors and cables for the brake switch and PCM or TCM. Normal readings for cables and connections should be 0 ohms of resistance. The wiring continuity check should always be carried out with the power disconnected from the circuit, to avoid a short circuit and causing further damage. Resistance or lack of continuity indicates faulty wiring that is open or short-circuited. In this case, it will need to be repaired or replaced. If the voltage, as well as the resistance in all circuits, is within normal limits, the transmission control module may have failed and need to be replaced. PCM failures are relatively rare, but they do occur. Bear in mind that once replaced, reprogramming must be carried out. In which vehicles is this problem most common? The problem with code P0724 can occur in a variety of cars, but there are always statistics on which this error occurs most frequently. Here's a list of some of them: Cadillac, Escalade, Chevrolet Dodge, Caravan, Ford Honda, Mazda Mercedes-Benz Nissan Subaru, Forester, Toyota, Avensis, Camry, Corolla, Prado, Volkswagen Gazelle with fault code P0724. It is sometimes possible to find other faults. The most common are the following: P0573, P0703, P0719, P0733, P1790. Fault code P0724, torque converter, a brake switch. In conclusion, understanding fault code P0724 is essential for diagnosing issues related to the torque converter and brake switch, B, circuit. This code indicates a high voltage condition that can lead to performance problems in your vehicle. By recognizing the symptoms and knowing the potential causes, you can take the necessary steps to address the issue effectively. Whether it involves checking the wiring, inspecting the brake switch, or consulting a professional, timely action can help ensure your vehicle operates smoothly and safely. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more automotive insights.